Look, in this past 5 years, I've worked with a lot of elders, a lot of mothers, um, and see, we're to a point within society to where it's the whole family unit is ate up. You know, the mothers, they want to blame the children, and they gave them everything and done everything, and it's like, there's your answer. That's it. They've never earned anything. You've controlled them from day one. You've enabled them from day one, and you wonder why they can't get clean. If they've never earned anything in their whole life, they'll never know what it's like to earn sobriety, because by far it'll be their biggest hurdle, their biggest obstacle that they've ever even tried to get over. And the whole time, do you see what the mothers have done? They've guided their children right into that shit. Enabling is just as bad as the alcoholic disease itself. And I've went to Al-Anon years ago to find out certain things. And they hated it because I came in there, but I did it anyways because I wanted answers. But it's real because the mothers can't see it and the father's in the same boat. But, see, and here's the deal. It's like the mothers, however old, instead of admitting failure, that they have failed miserably at being a mother in this design, though. And it's not their fault. It's not. They don't understand the design that they're in. They don't understand that everything around us is designed to destroy that child. And also to destroy the mother on top of that. Because, see, the mother goes and looks for self-help shit that's garbage. So, they're welcoming in just garbage to make them feel better. How they're right on every aspect, on every level. They're right because of the money, the little bit of money that they've made, or that the little bit of life that they think they have, which is nothing, which is misery. They think that's actual success. And the whole time they're trying to control the child into over here and, you do this and do this. I've done all this for you. So by God, you're going to do this for me. And it's like, that's not how life works. You don't do stuff for people and buy and control and enable and everything, expecting them to just bow down to you. And that's what most families do. Most mothers. How dare you? I've done everything for you and you do me like this. And it's like, see, your generosity has been your destruction. And it has. And I shouldn't talk about this, but this is about death. Because, see, we love our children to death. We enable them to die. And I was in a conversation today, a while back, I was talking to a mother. And we were talking about her anger and her bitterness towards God about her daughter that had passed. And she's a Christian, supposedly. And I said, if you could stick your head on the other side and see what your daughter's doing for Jesus as what you believe in, if God allowed you that, to see how much more God needs your daughter on the other side than here, what would you say? She hung up. A month goes by. She called me back, and it's like, hey, how you doing? And it's a lot to think about. Because we're not supposed to be selfish. We're not. Especially if we have a spiritual side. We're not supposed to ask questions. That's not our job. We're not supposed to have bitterness and anger. We're supposed to keep searching. Because this is just the base of what's going to be going on for the rest of our lives here and on the other side on what we carry. And we ain't going to get to the other side. And we're going to get to the other side, but it's not going to be where we want to be as mothers, enabling and controlling and never addressing serious situations, always running from the main things that's destroying them and their child and their families. They never address it, ever. And that's the common problem is it's like hide everything. That's what my experience is with most moms that I've dealt with. is they hide everything. Why do you want to hide it? It just creates more chaos for down the road. And it just shows how sorry as hell that we can be, or you are, and me as well. Why do you want to hold that in and not let, it's like when I found out, when I opened my mouth in private groups, but now I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'll live this life once, and y'all, if you want to be embarrassed about what you do and don't want nobody to know, that's fine. Stay miserable and sick, but not me. The more I'm open about everything, and I've got a lot of moms behind the scenes that's doing the same thing, but it's like they enjoy things now. But you've got to face it, mothers. You've got to face that sooner or later, that you failed miserably as a mom. And that's fine. Because what we think we're doing, I failed miserably as a father. So I'm in the same boat. But the ones with no drug and alcohol problems are the worst, because they're more ate up than anybody. And then it's like family will catch wind that they're talking about or talking to me, and then in social media they'll research and go, hey, don't talk to him. He's fucking crazy. Month goes by, 2 months, and then what happens? They call. And they say, I can't not talk to you. I mean, it's like I can't hold how you feel and think against what we're doing together. And it's like, well, on this journey, what you have is what my soul and my spirit is yearning for, and likewise with you. So we're two spirits sitting there communicating each other. When God says, when two or more present, then what? That's right. See, that's how that works. But see, you have families that are so jealous that when someone actually steps outside of that fucking miserable ass circle that they've been in and that the whole family's in, they don't want them to go nowhere. The moms don't go over there. Stay over here in this misery with us or with me. And it's like, no, I don't want that shit. But it's real talk that nobody ever addresses. And the women that have reached out to me and that I've put in contact with other women, because there's certain levels that I can only get to. But the main thing is identifying that we're failures at what we're doing. Because the children now, they don't give a shit about parents. They don't care. Their emotions have been numbed. Their feelings, they don't have feelings. They don't care about anything. Those gadgets have destroyed everything that God created within their minds. And the insanity is that you moms out there don't even give a shit. You don't even look at it, because you're too caught up on your fuck apps and everything else. That you've got to be caught up with the Joneses, and then the children see you do that shit, and then it's like, why can't you just stop doing that? And it's like, well, Mom, you've taught me how to do this. I never got in trouble for anything, Mom. That's what the daughters say, or the sons. That's real talk. And until we address that, then you'll always be right there in your own little world, right about everything. And I always ask this: if somebody came to you right now and said, hey, we want to start journaling you each day, being a mirror, mirroring you, would that help somebody? In my life right now, yes, it would. It's already doing it behind the scenes in private. But I'm going to ask you if what you're doing could actually help humanity, what you're doing. Because the children now are always on fuck shit. Snapchat, Twitter, all the garbage. Well, look at you, Matt. And it's like, this ain't about me. If you have a problem with me, the problem is you. It's not me. See, I say things the way that I feel. Okay? Just like you do. Do I come over there in your yard or in your lane? No, I don't. So when you lash out at me for voicing my opinion, the problem lies within you. That's who the problem lies in. It's you. It's not that I'm wrong. It's your reluctance. It's your laziness and your just negative mindset on, I'm never going to look over there, and you'll always be wrong. Obese, gluttoned out, enabled out, control freaked out, porned out, lotteried out. Everything that this world has to throw at you will be like that. Now, can somebody actually have success off of a life like that? No, they can't. And if you want to talk about a plant, we'll talk about a plant. And we'll talk about all the chemicals that's going through your body right now, changing your mind and kidnapping your soul. Because plants have life. They have water in them just like our body, just like the earth has life. You blow a hole in the side of the earth and it grows back just like a scab on your hand. You know what? On a plant, if you break a limb off, it grows right back. You know why? Because it has life. You know what the fucking pills have on the pharmacies? They take lives. Are you ignorant? As a society, are you that animalistic and goyish that you can't even think of the Vietnamese like death numbers, Vietnam numbers every year? 70,000? So those of you in active recovery, you've survived the Vietnam War every year that you stay sober here in America. But we're doing good, Matt. That's right. I'm controlling my family. I'm going to make sure they're going to do what I want to make them do, and they won't do it. That's why you're losing it. Mirror me for a week. I want you to walk with me for a week. You'll be running, saying, I don't want to look at myself no more. And that's right. Cowards run. And when it comes to Christianity, Satan ignores everything. The more I get ignored, the more Satan is full of you. And it's a spirit is what it is. It's invoked through your medications, through your movies, through the garbage music, through the commercials, through the gas station signs, through all the bullshit modified foods and everything. You have not a clue of what the fuck is going on. Not a clue. None of you. You know, that guy right there, y'all are insane. Jumping all over Kanye and being like, yeah, yeah. You know what I've been screaming for almost 5 years and everybody ignores it. Kanye's married to a Baphomet. Yeah, she's a little boy, changed just like the rest of them. But once again, y'all are glued to the TV. No, there ain't nothing wrong with that. And it's like, well, then quit watching it. Oh, you can't. Just like you can't stop being lazy. You can't stop feeding your face long enough to prove me wrong. You've got to go a whole year without that shit. You've got to cut all the chips and the ice cream and everything. You got to get real with yourself and prove me wrong. If you're always part of this world, you will never have a chance at stepping into the realm that's reality, which I represent. You'll always be right there in a paradigm of the matrix of bullshit. And you don't want to fucking believe it. They need us to make them rich. And once they get this AI thing figured out, all hell will be unleashed. And humanity will fucking die. And you watch. It's coming. The aliens and everything. Wake up. Open your eyes. Admit failure. And start having some success. I love you.